Good morning, everybody, and happy Wednesday, is it? Oh, my goodness. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Good morning to everybody in here. If you're with me either in the Discord or in the YouTube chat, go ahead and say what's up. We have Big Sexy Vibe Trade, Woody, Darren, Scott Big Sky Amateur Genius, K George, Futures Trading Today, Julius, Lord Nelson, Redberg, Magic Mel, Angus, Christian, A-Trades, Jay Bird. Good morning. Andre, J. Scott, Silent and W, Fun Tasty, John, Billy J. Scott, Sarah Lucas. Good morning to you, Tux Gnome, Brandon, Richard Tomas, Lieutenant Kojak, Gambatage, Samurai Homie. Good morning, Mr. Bugs, Kirk, Antonio DSX, Jimmy Gia Nguyen, Ripper Trader, Yakov. Good morning, Jackie, Brandon, Gary. Good morning to you, Tattooed Grove, MP, Mike Buck, Augusto, 29 Stumps, Lord Hades, Doug Case, Worthless Man, Brandon, Killer Kyle, Nick, Melissa, Dominic, Diana, DAH, Lendez. Good morning, Wendy, Charles, Noah Schwartz, Trust the Process, JC. Good morning, Terry, Lenny. Good morning, Enzo. Davey Edge, HD, Dragon Spec, Dibs, RTR. Good morning, Lord Save All, Marco Polo in the building. What's up, everybody? So today's an exciting day. Not because the news is coming out. We don't really have any news that's coming out. But because we hit 20,000 subs here on the YouTube channel. So we will be definitely giving away some free combines today. That's right, combines with an S. That's plural for those playing the home game. We're giving out more than one combine today. All we have to do is get those likes up. Very easy ask, and it's super easy to do. We have 400 people already in the building here. All you have to do is click that button. And also, folks, in Discord, we're going to be doing an exclusive Discord giveaway for you folks in there. So don't worry. We're going to take care of the Discord family as well. I think we'll give away, I don't know, I'm thinking like 2 or 3 combines in the Discord. Just only in the Discord. But people on YouTube, we got to get those likes up. So get those likes up pumped nice and early. Once we get to 500, we'll do a poll. And then we'll do it like this. We'll do at 800 likes, we'll do one combine. At 1,000 likes, we'll do a second combine. At 1,200 likes, we'll do a third combine. So we can get up to 3 combines to be given away today. We just have to get those likes up. Super simple there. Very easy to do if you want a free combine. There you go. Appreciate all the support. Couldn't be here without you folks tuning in every single morning. It's the group that we've built here, the family that we've all built together that makes this super special. I would be nothing without you folks. So honestly, it's congratulations to everybody here that has been tuning in. We've had people here since the jump, ever since we were doing this for 10 viewers. It was almost a year ago that we started. Somebody actually messaged in the Discord that their first stream that they ever attended was October 2023. So we launched it in, I want to say September 20th or something like that. So it's been just shy of a year and we've hit that 20K benchmark. Next stop, 50,000. Well, we'll get to 25,000 first. We'll see how we feel about that. Maybe we'll do a giveaway when we hit 25,000. But yeah, G-Line says, I remember when you pushed for 20 likes. Yeah, it feels like not too long ago, right? Not too long ago there. Only a handful of MC people watch on YouTube. Yeah, exactly. It was crazy. Crazy the growth. It's awesome. And like I said, couldn't be here, couldn't be doing this without everybody who's tuning in. So really congratulations are shared all around here with everybody who's part of our family here that's growing. So I appreciate every single one of you. Let's all have a great trading day together and let's crush it today. So let's see what we have on the agenda today. We have the Bank of Canada doing their interest rate. It's like the Canadian version of the FOMC. They're going to be giving out their interest rate decision. I believe that all of the talking analysts are saying that it's going to be a pause, but there's also going to be a chance that we could have a cut again. There's going to be a post-rate decision press conference at 10:30 Eastern time. So that rate decision is not going to be coming until 9:45, so 15 minutes after the U.S. Open. That data is going to be coming out alongside the preliminary PMI. It's not the actual PMI, the preliminary PMI for July for the U.S., of course. But before that, in about 25 minutes here, we are going to have the preliminary wholesale inventories for June, the advanced goods trade balance for June as well. That's both U.S. data. Nick for a tick in the building. What's up, buddy? Give it up for Nick for a tick here. One of Top Step's finest. traders, always on the leaderboard. I always say I'm going to try to catch on that leaderboard, but by golly, it ain't happening lately. Yesterday was a great day. We made almost $4,000 trading live on Top Step TV in our Top Step Live account, which was awesome. So that was a lot of fun, but I'm chipping away. We'll get there eventually. I say, a little self-deprecation, but I say that we'll get there eventually. Hey, good morning, Coach Jay. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, Les Grossman. Appreciate it. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting day today. Now, keep in mind, right around the corner, if you already forgot, it's the 24th today. What does that mean? It's Wednesday. I get it. It's Wednesday. But what does that mean? We are 1 week away exactly until FOMC. Can you believe that? Can you actually believe that FOMC is here again? We are within 1 week now. So it's going to be a week from today that we're going to get the FOMC rate decision, which is going to be either a pause or it's going to be a cut. I can't imagine we get a surprise hike out of nowhere, but it's going to be a pause or a cut. There was some information out from, who was it? I can't remember who it was, but I believe it was a voting member who's generally pretty hawkish, came out and they said that there is a chance that they could see a cut in this July meeting. July 31st is going to be the date, 7 days from today. The rate odds right now for a cut for this next meeting are generally pretty low. We're at about a 5% chance of a cut for the July meeting. However, the September meeting is pretty strong for a cut. We are actually seeing in the Fed Fund futures the odds of this being like 100% chance of a cut by September. So, and again, a lot of data can come out. A lot of stuff can sway this. We've seen this before where the Fed Fund futures, again, Fed Fund futures are just like any other futures. It's all tradable assets. It's a tradable instrument. So we are seeing, if you want to see the contract yourself, it's ZQU4. But you can see this, and you can see that we have a 100% chance of the rate cut down to 5 to 5.25, somewhere in that range. Right now, we're at 5.25 to 5.5. So we'll have to see whether or not that comes to fruition by September. However, 5% chance, that's 5 times out of 100, we will see a rate cut in July. Now, given that we are 1 week out from the FOMC meeting, you have to understand that the Fed is now in a blackout period. I got some DMs earlier saying, we have Fed speakers today. Oh my gosh, Fed speakers. Well, they're just going to be introducing some stuff. I believe it's Lori Logan is one of them. She's not a voter this year, by the way. She was a voter last year. And it's Michelle Bowman. That's right. Michelle Bowman, super hawkish. But they're just going to be doing some kind of event in Dallas. But they can't talk about monetary policy because they're in a blackout period. They're literally not allowed to say anything about monetary policy. So that means that having Fed speakers today is kind of a nothing burger. We're not going to see them say anything about the impending rate decision that's going to be 1 week from today. So if you were expecting that we're going to get some talking Feds today, sorry to burst your bubble, but we will not, because it's a blackout period. And when we're in that blackout period, literally nobody can say anything. So you're just going to have to wait those 7 short days until the FOMC rate decision. 7 days, 5 hours away, but who's counting? So that's going to be happening today. We also do have the new home sales that are going to be out. We had the mortgage applications out earlier this morning. Let me see if we have any data on those mortgage applications. Usually those don't move the markets all that much. They are down. So the week ending for July 19th, they are down negative 2.2%. The prior read was a positive 3.9%. So a heavy shift there in mortgage applications. It could be a seasonal effect there. The refi index is also at plus 0.3%. The prior read was plus 15.2%. So refis are down, mortgage applications are down. The average rate has ticked down on the 30-year mortgage rate to 6.82% from 6.87% week over week. And the purchase index is lower at negative 4%. The prior read was negative 2.7%. So generally speaking, if we had a stronger market, we would see the market kind of ticking up on that. It should be a positive sign for potential home buyers or sellers, given that the rates are dropping a little bit. But when the FOMC rate decision comes out, we're going to get some more color on that. So why is the market dropping then? Does anybody know what is causing the NQ to just barrel to the south side? Does anybody know? Does anybody have any clues on why the market is rolling over right now? No, stop, everybody. Not all at once. Please. Yes. It is Google and, of course, Tesla. Google and Tesla. Hey, there we go. We got some folks in the YouTube chat. Google and Tesla are the reasons of why we did see this market careening to the downside. In fact, there was a 100 handle gap here in the, let me go ahead and pull up my chart here. There was a 100 handle gap in between the open and the close here. I believe it was 950 and then opened at about 100-point gap. Let me see if actually I can see that. I believe it was about a 100-point gap. Let's see. I'm zooming in on the 1-minute candles here. Close of 46, open of 83. So pretty close. I mean, it's there. 60 points. It's almost 100. Hey, we'll call it 100 just for funsies. But it did skitter onto the downside, and now we are kind of just slowly compressing a little bit lower here. Let's go back to the 5-minute just so we can see what's going on here. But yeah, it's just been rolling on over here. We did break that key level of 693, so we're going to see whether or not the market's going to continue to roll. Google, Meta, Microsoft, Nvidia, Apple, Tesla, Amazon, the whole group of all of these names is red across the board. So that contagion effect is very, very strong. But let's go over the earnings, right? Google reported their EPS at 1.89. The expectation is 1.84. The revenue was up 84.74. The expectation was 84.18. So they beat on the top and bottom. Their advertising revenue was a very lackluster number because they've been slamming it out of the park with their advertising revenue. And this really begs me to believe that the reason why, I don't know if you folks saw this for the news, but I don't know how much you folks are paying attention to the tech news being futures traders, but it's very important if you're trading the NQ. When you're looking at names like Google, there's usually some big things that can happen to cause a move like that. One of the things that I'm leaning into right now is the fact that we had Google talking about for the longest time, I think it's been 4 years in development, where Google was talking about how Chrome was eventually going to go cookieless. And this was for a privacy issue. The UK originally brought it up, but Chrome was going to abandon cookie tracking. And that, of course, is a big, tall order for online advertising companies, because how can you track your users and how can you serve them strong ads? Because right now you're surfing around the net. Most people, and I know you're out there, somebody's watching who's saying, I use a cookieless browser. I'm on Brave. I do this, I do that, right? I'm not talking about you people out there. I'm talking about the majority of web users out there are being tracked around the web. And it's very powerful for advertisers because they can see your browsing habits and they can serve you relevant ads, and it gives you a better user experience. And I know there's a lot of people who are going to disagree with me out there, but as an end user, it does give you a better user experience to be tracked around the web and then served relevant ads. For instance, if you have a dog and you're looking for the best groomer in the area, eventually, you're going to get served an ad that's going to show you a dog groomer in your area, and maybe that's going to benefit you. Maybe they're highly rated, and etc. So there you go. That's going to give you a better user experience, right? Google said that they're going to do away with cookie tracking, specifically in their Chrome browser. However, in the last week, they stopped that and they said, you know what? We've been at this for 3 to 4 years. Not a great idea. And I think that has a lot to do with what we're looking at with their advertising revenue. Right now, like I said, their advertising revenue coming in at $64.6 billion. The expectation was $64.4 billion. So really not that much of an uptick in their advertising revenue versus the estimate. Also, their cloud revenue, very similar number. Their expectation was $10.158 billion. They came in at $10.35 billion. So again, in line with expectations, no surprises there, where we've seen Google coming out and shocking the expectations for their revenue. Their search and other revenue coming in at $48.5 billion. The expectation was $47.6 billion. And because of all this, lackluster numbers, kind of weak on the forward-looking guidance, not generally weak, but kind of weak-ish, I guess you could say. The shares fell 2.2% after hours, and here we are trading in Google right now. If we bring up Google, we are trading here at 174. So that's what that looked like on Google's chart there. We had a big kerfuffleation when the earnings came out, dipping all the way down here off the low of 173.66. So we'll see if that can be the low that holds here. But there you have it. There's Google. They didn't really comment too much on AI, which I think was a big hit to their earnings. I think that they could have had a stronger earnings call by talking more about their AI program. Also, Tesla, let's talk about Tesla. They missed on their top line. They beat on the bottom line. They're remaining focused on their company-wide cost reduction. I thought the earnings report itself was garbage, but I thought the call was strong. But investors did not see it the way that I saw it. In fact, they got completely hammered here. They fell 3.3% after hours here. So Tesla is now trading down below that 226.5 level. We'll see if 223s, 224s can hold today. If that's the case, well, then we'll see this potentially reversing. Now, after earnings like this, when we have stocks getting hammered, you do want to understand that there's two sides of this coin. Are there large institutional investors that are looking to buy up this dip? Does this look like a value to institutional investors? Really, all it takes to move the market is just a little bit of blowing on these stocks and they can roll over, or they can start ripping to the top side. So now that Tesla is down from, it was trading around 250s in the close. Well, now we're going to have this trading at 225. So could it be bargain shopping for investors right now? Is it going to be bargain shopping for institutional investors? Or is this a signification of they're going to see their bags unloading here? If that's the case, we could potentially be revisiting under 200 again, just after Tesla has, regained its composure, so to speak, and was really pushing higher here. So also, you have to remember too, if there's a lot of folks that were into puts for those earnings, they do have to take profits on those puts. And those dealers who sold those puts to those customers, when those puts are closed, they're going to close their hedge, which is closing those shorts, which is buying the underlying, in this case, the equity. So we could see a potential push up on that. However, if people are going to be holding those puts because they're expecting more downside, let's say they're playing something past this weekly expiration, or they're rolling into next week's, or they're rolling into next month's, we can see that effect in the market today, and that could cause more downside. So really, I'm going to be keeping my eye on the Magnificent Seven today. We also had Visa reporting, who beat on both the top and bottom line ever so slightly, but their shares also fell 3.3% after hours. So really just weak across the board for earnings. So is this a pause in this move to the upside that we've seen over the last few months? Or is this the beginning of a downturn in the market that will bring us lower until the end of the summer, say August, September, and then we'll finally find some footing when prices become more valuable? Again, I think it's more contingent upon less on earnings, but more so on the FOMC cycle that we're in. So what happens at this next meeting is going to be paramount to the next moves in the market, because remember, we have this meeting in 7 days. We have the rate decision, we have the press conference, but then we have that pause until September 18th, which is the next FOMC rate decision. So how do we feel? Are we all informed on what's going on in the markets now? Let's see what we have coming up the pipeline here. We do have, like I said, the data coming out at 8:30. We are going to have the preliminary wholesale inventories and advanced goods trade balance. So let's see how that shakes out here. Going back to the NQ, we have broke below significant levels at 693, and we are just continuing to bleed here. Microsoft is at an inflection point, so we could catch more downside move for that. I will actually try to take a little bit of a short here if we do actually break below that 65 level. So I'm watching that 65 level for a potential short here. But it's kind of holding a little bit. We do have some liquidity below that rate at 55. I've been looking for this to pump back up, back into that 700 area, but I don't know if it's going to happen or not. Is anybody out there in a position right now, long or short, on any of these names, futures, any crude, any gold, any S&Ps? What are you folks looking at out there? Cabotage is short crude. Very nice. Joe Fox is short. Salco short NQ. Aura is short NQ. Nice. Looks like some shorts in the building here. We are having a little bit of a pause down here, but I would like to see if we can stay weak under that 65 level. I'm going to take a quick little restroom break. I'll be right back with you folks. Let's get those likes up. 500 we'll do a poll. 800 we'll do the first combine giveaway. 1,000 we'll do the second. 1,200 we'll do the third. So let's get those likes up nice and early here. So we are just holding around these 65s here. This is an inflection point. Of course, S&Ps have a little bit more room down to 55.40, so about 10 more handles of room if they want to roll it. NVIDIA is at an inflection point right now at 120 as well. Market is showing that we desire lower prices, yet for the time being at least, but we can see, I don't expect the news to move the market all that much this morning since it's not super important. It doesn't really change the issue of what we've been seeing here. But Google is barreling itself down. Microsoft is at an inflection point. NVIDIA as well. Apple is just kind of hanging around at these lows that it's been dancing around at for the last few days. I went short on the Dow for London Open. Nice, D. Stewart. Very nice. Oh, there we go. Getting a little bit of a roll here. Wow. Definitely missed that roll. Oh, my. Let's see if we get above these 60s or not. Sir Rips, did you try trading stocks? Of course. Traded stocks for years. Maybe question, people ask if you can trade news on top of it. Is that something other firms don't allow? Like, why wouldn't you be able to? Yep. Other firms do not allow it. TopSup is one of the few that allows it. Other firms do not allow you to trade the news. Let's see if we still have, I'm going to take a short here. Still have some moves to the downside here. We are breaking lower in the S&Ps. We do have another potential leg down here, even though this was super buried down here and we did have a lot of liquidity intercepted there just above 50. It is just tremendously weak here, but I just want to see these stronger offers holding up here. Same kind of thing in play. Weak below 65 is a strong signal for me. So just looking for that here. We are kind of holding at these 60s, but a break below would be strong. June housing permits already reported. Interesting. So we got an early read on that. I don't think anything's coming out. It's going to change the market on that. We have a player at 55 who's kind of flashing some liquidity. Let's see if we can take that out. That'll be, again, a strong signal if we are taking out that liquidity lower. Google is still barreling to the south side here. So again, watching for this 65 area to be weak. We are pushing up there. I'm actually going to add into this push since we are showing some stronger offers defending this area. So watching here. Retail inventory is also coming out in about 5 minutes here, adding to that. Again, I'm looking for a 55 failure, weakness below 60, and we can start to hammer this thing. Looking for this stronger break below those 50s now. Seeing some offers show. There we go. That's the one I want. Peeled that. Peeling a little bit there. Stop at break even in case we get a little bounce, but I want to try to roll these through 50. There we go. Gorgeous. Take you off a little bit more here. Got to chase that up a little bit. Nice little roll there. Using that 60 and 65 as our defense point. Nice. CVen got 300 on that trade. Anybody else rolling this over? RTW's out here fading me. TP'd way too early, plus 200, plus 350. Got 500 on a 5X of it. Yo, A-Trade, get out of here. You crazy. I love it. Dirty dog. Love to see that there. Wild short with that size. Amazing. Well, you know, we're looking for a very specific thing there. We're getting great opportunities as we're pushing back up and failing 65s there. Made 301 contract. Nice, MP. Taking micros with you. Very nice. Piggyback one micro short for a quick snipe. Pew, pew. Love that. Oh, I talked you off your 60. Hey, there we go. At least I'm doing something here. Yeah, the idea is that we're probably going to get down to 55.40 in the S&Ps. That's the broader trade idea here. The more we meander at 45, so the more I want to peel off just one little contract here. I'm watching this order flow at 45. It's a little bit interesting how they're just not letting it go yet. Very interesting, actually. There you go. Let it through. Just let it go. There you go. Oops. I gotta get my hotkey in here. There you go. One more out. Stop 50% of the bar now. And we're rolling. $536, one combine, 5 contracts. I'm going to put my stream deck on my desk here. We're hands-free now. Look at that puppy dogger roll. So my stop is where it is. We'll let it work. For the rest, you can see it's getting a little wicky down here, which is a little bit concerning. I like that break of 45, but again, we're not holding and hoping. We're getting our points. We're getting out of the trade. We're peeling off contracts. Last sorry when you said carry the one. That's funny. Rivers, what made you take it short here? I must have come late to your analysis. 65s. 65s were an inflection point. You can see that's where we had that really nice consolidation. And all I'm looking for is I want the market to show me that we have buyers. I'm challenging the market. I say, show me that we have buyers. Show me that people are interested at these prices here. And once that challenge fails, I'm short. And that's where I'm using 65 as my backstop. We got a nice push up towards 65. It allowed me to add heavily into the position. We traded up to 9 contracts. And then we had that nice flush. And as always, on that first initial flush, because we can have retracements, that's where I'm looking to peel. Preliminary wholesale inventories coming in at 0.2% versus a 0.5% estimate, so a little bit cooler there. Goods trade balance at negative 96.8 billion. The estimate was negative 98.7 billion, so coming in slightly hotter. Absolutely, Shima, baby. So we are back down here at these 40s. I still think that we have room in the S&Ps. We should have a violent rejection of those 55 40s. So we'll have to see here. Let's see here. Get a little temperature on the room. If you did make money on that trade, if you did take it, just do this. Drop a little W in the chat like that. I'm curious here. 40s are getting that nice push down. Jester got it. Nice. Vince, Kirk, RC, Flyer Jim. Nice. Hats off to you folks. There you go. So here's your little pushback up there. A little rejection below the 40s. But we got our runner in the profit. Good to have patience, and I like where my stop is at because it does get us in here to allow us to realize as much profit, I think, as possible on a trade like this. Because if we do, there we go, we got stopped out. If we do continue to skitter on down there, I will aggressively trade my stop, but we don't get that push below 40s, which is great. So what does it put us up on the day here? Let's see. We are up $6,200 there. And that's a nice start to our day. There we go. We're on a tear, by the way. I would say that we've been doing really, really well here on the live stream. Let's see. On the last, what is it? Since July 11th, we haven't had a losing day. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 winning days in a row. That's insane. Crazy. That is nuts. All right, love seeing you folks catch that. So now we wait. We're rejecting off of 50s again, and you can see they're defending 50s quite heavily. So 50s are rejecting once more here. A tremendous breakdown comes today if we start hitting these inflection points in these equities. And when I'm talking about inflection points, we're talking about consolidatory areas where the market has found balance in the past and has refused to break down of those areas there. We are still seeing sellers on the tape here. They couldn't even bring it back above these 50s. So sellers are still intact here. We'll have to see how low that we can see this break down. The next level that I have really is down. Let's see here, 580s, 590s, in that range there. 1-2 fish, took it again. Nice, there we go. But yeah, there's really nothing that's going to keep the market afloat outside of pure price action, but we do need to see stronger buyers. Really, it just comes down to these people who are short in this market below 700s here. When is a good time for them to start covering? And if you get enough of those folks who are going to cover, then we'll see the market sort of roll on up there. Or Top Step ain't giving out resets anymore or something. Did MP get pissed off with the spam in the chat? Maybe. But good news is we're giving out free Top Step combines today. All you have to do is hit that like button. That's it. I know, right? What are the red and blue lines? Those are hourly high, hourly low. We were doing good for a while without that question. We were doing, we made it like a month, I think, without that question. Crazy, right? Just the hourly high, hourly low. And you can find that with, I believe, Donchian channels. You can do it with that. This is a custom indicator. If you ever have to ask, all of my indicators are custom. Rips, does YouTube do anything for 20K subs? No, at 100K, I get a plaque. That'll be fun. I'll put it somewhere back here in my display of things. My display of objects. Coupon code doesn't work. You just have to click the link. We also are going to have a custom coupon code coming out sometime soon, so stay tuned for that. Look at this. We are rolling through those 40s now. Congratulations to anybody who's still holding that short here. Yeah, we are still seeing very little reason for the market to reverse here outside of folks who are closing their shorts. That's it. That's the only catalyst that we're going to see there. Do you still have that rocket ship displayed? It is, where is it? I guess you probably, oh, you know what? Look, I'll get out of frame. It's this one right here. See if this comes into focus. There it is. That one. That's the rocket ship one. There we go. Lower, hitting those 30s. It's a shame that we couldn't have held that runner on for a little bit longer there, but yeah, we are right at the top of the contract rollover gap, which Brian pointed out here. There you are. Very, very nice to anybody who's still short in this. Again, we are coming down on huge inflection points in the market. NVIDIA is breaking below its inflection point, but this becomes a little bit riskier to take this trade after this move is already in motion here. So we are still seeing some topside defense, which means that heavier offers are still on the table here, on the plate, on the docket, on the ticket, whichever way you want to frame it. We are still seeing a lot of that. So will that actually bring us down to Pound Town? We'll have to see if we have any kind of push up, and I can see some solid offers coming in across the tape here. That would be super nice to see that. If we did, that could be very, very juicy to catch a couple more points here of alpha. And yeah, it's coming lower here. We missed that pop back up to those 30s. But again, you can see there are some decently violent coverings coming in here. But it is just kind of letting loose. Let's see if we have any kind of pop back up towards 25 or so. I'm just going to try this short again here, because that is definitely busting lower. I want to see this below the 20s. That's what I'm looking for. Even though we can get that pop back up to 31 or so, I still like this continued roll. I want to try to keep on position for a little bit longer here. See if we can break below these 20s with some strength. And 55.40 evens are still on the ticket here. Right now, this is like the first violent area of shorts closing here. So might have been a little bit early. Let's see here. I want to see 25s failing. 25s are failing. Now show me 20s on the ticket with some strength. Big old test here below 20 now. Nice bleed out. Gorgeous move. Now, again, this 17 area is a little bit precarious here. We are seeing some shorts that are covering there. Can get a little bit violent. So if we get a test down there, again, we need to see this breaking on through to the other side. So just watching here for this continued bleed, and S&Ps are showing us, let's see if we still have that softness that I'm looking for in the S&Ps. That 45 handle is what we need to see broken through there. So just watching for that. Right now, 45 is catching a bid. So we'll see whether or not that wants to hold for us here. Watching again for that 45 handle test. We do have room right down to around 42 or so. So that's what I'm looking for on this refresh to the downside. Okay, some big defense showing up at 47 in the S&Ps. A nice clean exchange here and coming right back down. That's what I do like to see. Now watching for the NQ to blow off that 20 to the downside here. This is a huge, huge area. And if we break that, we should get 20 points to the downside. That's what I'll be watching for. So that break of 20 invites us all the way down to that test of 600. Here's that break of 20. Super strong. We need to break through 15, 17, that little area of inflection. And we get there. Still some decent sellers here on the tape. Google is bleeding out like crazy here too, which is super strong for us. This is exactly what we want to see in this position, but we do have to, this is now the fourth test of 17. We do have to show these sellers here and now. They have to produce this big move, this big sweeping push, and then we should be able to get there. So watching here at 17 for the break. They're trying to hammer this here, so let's see if this comes into fruition. 17, big hammer dropping right here and now. Nice defense up at 19. Nice push. There's your 17 hammer. Oh, and they're still buying it. We just have to get through this person who's trying to cover these 17s here. And this will be super strong. You are seeing some thicker offers showing up right there around that 17 too, which is decent. So hopefully this is just a small little push until we get that rejection back through those 17s there. Yeah, I'm starting to see some shorts covering here, which is not great. And now we're seeing some more bid support here, some passive shorts wanting to cover, but still some decent sellers on the tape here. So we'll see if we can withstand this push and then get that retest of 17 and then failure, potentially down to 600 evens. That's what we're looking for here. There we go. And every single seller is getting bought up here. That's annoying. So we get these nice pushes from these sellers and then a lot of covering from those shorts. So again, it's a big inflection point here. Big consolidatory area. 45s. Google is bleeding heavily here. If Meta does break below 475 here and hold this break, it could be strong. Same thing goes for NVIDIA at 119 as well. So that's what we're going to be watching for. I want to go to the 1 minute here too. watching for this 25 potential reject here. And looking for this to refresh lower once we get through doing these sort of weak coverings here. And I'm looking for a strong burst of volume to the downside and then no rejection from shorts covering. So if we get that violent move to the downside, that'll keep me in the trade for longer. If we don't, I might try to peel off some lots and refresh this higher. So it is all contingent on reading the order flow that's coming out right now here. Okay, there's your push lower without a rejection. Let's see if we can get through this. Again, somewhat thin there. And there's your 23s. Little bid support. Let's see if we take out this bidder at 23. This again, the context of this 23 here is quite important. And they already pulled their order. Let's see if they actually send it into the offer with an aggressive marketable limit order here. Little firm up at 25, but still seeing the equity bleed that I'm looking for here. 42 is a big area in the S&P, so once we break below that, we should see some nice curtains here. We're seeing a very decent size offer stack here as well, which is strong for shorts. I'm just trying to see if we can navigate through this without tagging above 30 with a lot of strength here. So watching this pull into 30s now, as we are pushing up ever so slightly. There's that rejection off of 30, which I'm looking for. Now we just need to see this through 25 here. So watching again for weakness through 25s. Still hitting this with single lots. And what I'm looking for is somebody to start punching in 5-7 lots and then no rejection back up, and thicker offers that are preventing those bounces. So right now we are continuing to see this kind of shuffle around here, seeing a couple bids coming in, but we are tagging them aggressively. So watching here at 25. Testing here, 25s again. Just need somebody to blow on this here. You can see they're flashing too, 10, 12 lots. That to me is not realistic. Let's see, yeah, they pull it already. We don't even tap into it and they're pulling it. So that again is a strong signal of weakness. So still looking for this break of 25 and then that retest of 17 off the lows here. And that should give us the move that we're looking for. Just have to be patient and let it play out. What I need to see is those thicker offers showing up when we are flushing down below these 25s. So when we get those thicker offers showing up, it prevents those little baby bounces that we're seeing here. So we do have that liquidity resting at 45 in the S&Ps. That's the area that I want to see us breaking through here. Yield curve is up 10 basis points on the long end of the curve there. Interesting. It's the lowest level since February 7th. Interesting. So I'm watching the S&P order flow now just to see what they're doing over here. They have some liquidity up at 50, but it's not real, just banded liquidity. So I'm looking for this consolidation to turn into a failure of 45 and then bring this back down. I'm just watching Bookmap and the time and sales here. That's all I'm watching. So watching for this potential test of 45. They are pulling some orders here, which is great. And every time they're pulling these bids, we just want to see stronger offers left behind above. And that can be with iceberg orders. Here's your 45 test. There we go. Beautiful. That's what I was looking for. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Let me get my hotkeys here. I actually want to try to... I didn't have my hotkeys in my lap. That's on me. Silly Rips, what are you doing? Filled a little bit here. What are you doing, Rips? Why didn't you have your hotkeys in your lap? I know. So ridiculous. Okay, pulling one more out there. One more out there. There we go. That's that flush I was looking for. RTW, I told you not to fade me, my man. Doesn't matter how many times you chant long in the chat. It's not going to change what's happening in the order flow, my friend. There we go. Coming on down. And holding below 14s. Put wall 567. Interesting. Thank you for that, Russ. I'm actually going to move my stop. Why is it not clicking? There we go. Right there. That's right above that 14 pull. Oh, I thought you're fading me this whole time. And we should get stopped out here. There we go. Stopped out. Hey, so we made a couple bucks there. That was in our Top Step Live funded account. Made 468 bucks. So that's going to put us up on the day now. Total of 6,060, 6,600 bucks, 6,700 bucks. There you go. So at least doing something here in our live account. Been getting a lot of pushback, of course. Talking about combines this, combines that. I don't care. 550 for the day. I'm out. Thanks a lot. Nice, Steven. There we go. Any poker today? Good question. Been wanting to play the 25-50 mix game. I'm going to probably check out Aria. That's probably what I'm going to do, is go check out Aria or Bellagio. Win has not been spreading the game I want to play, which is a 25-50 mix game. Half no limit, half pot limit Omaha. So the biggest game that they've had lately is 10-20-40, which is okay. But I want to see what's coming up maybe closer to the weekend. It is Wednesday, so we'll have to see. What's the sports pick of the day? I don't know if I want to share these, but I've been on fire with tennis lately, but I have some crazy, I got some really wild baseball picks, like crazy baseball picks. I don't know if I want to share them. They're a little bit crazy. Like, they're really crazy. I don't know if I want to share them, but on our tennis picks, what are we at here? I got about 5K out in the ether right now for my tennis picks on the day. What do we have? We got we got looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 picks out for tennis right now. About $600 to $800 per. So, where do I post those sports picks? Usually in the Discord Off Topic Lounge. Usually. Thanks, Cammy. Appreciate you. I bet on tennis. That's the best sport that I can cap is tennis. Not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty decent at capping tennis. This is this week alone right here for tennis. This is, let me see if I can bring this in here. This is just this week here. Three losers? Who is this guy? I know, right? Nuts. Here, look, I'll refresh just in case we get, look at that. This is real. This is the real deal here. Crazy, right? Yes, indeed. I've been on a heater with tennis. Heater. But, all good things come to an end. So I actually kind of want to have a day where I have somewhat of a decent losing day. What's up, Coach Jay? In the building. 86% win rate. Rookie numbers, I know. Baseball's been good this week, too. Baseball, I think we're hitting at 70%, 60%. It's crazy. I've been on a tear lately, but I have some, I'm really pushing it with these picks that I have in baseball today. I don't even know if I want to share them because they're just they're for me. I don't want somebody to tail me and be like, what the hell? They're for me. There's only one that I have that the book favors. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks where the book is happy to take my action on these. So I'm going to have some more tennis picks. I mean, again, I have a lot of tennis picks out today, so maybe I'll share some tomorrow. I plan on posting live poker content. I was going to do streaming WSOP.com tournaments and just stream that here on YouTube. That's what I was going to do. That's what I was thinking to do. Does your wife gamble too? I don't gamble. See, this ain't gambling. No, sports betting is gambling, but poker's not gambling. I don't consider poker gambling. Coach Jay in the building. No, I used to gamble a lot, and that was fun when I didn't live in Vegas because you get taken care of. You get comped everything. You get comped your shopping, your meals, your entertainment. You get pampered. You get waited on. It's fun. But that's when I used to drink, right? I used to gamble a lot when I drank. And, now that I don't drink, there's really, I don't know, kind of takes out the fun of gambling. And, you're playing something statistically where you lose. It's designed to lose and extract money from you. If you look inside these casinos, you see how beautiful they are. See how beautiful these casinos are. They're built on the backs of losers and degenerates who can't control themselves. Are we at the poll time, by the way? WSOP.com is not for World Series of Poker only. It's the only online site that you can play legally in Nevada that I'm aware of. Okay, let's do a poll. Will the NQ end the day above or below, let's say, 19,600? Because that's the number we're looking for on that teardown. Above, below. Okay, there's our poll. It's not gambling if you know you're going to win. You nailed it, Big Mac. You nailed it, my friend. How, by the way, do we keep ending up with zeros on our, even with commissions? It's crazy. We keep on somehow, some way, keep on getting those 0 penny commissions. That's great. Why'd you stop drinking? It lost its luster for me. Just couldn't even care less about it. And, the way I feel now, I feel like I look younger today than I did 3 years ago, 4 years ago. And that's because if you're very healthy, I feel like your body is always repairing itself. I stopped drinking, I don't know, 5, 8 years ago somewhere. I got to look, and I don't remember the date or anything. It wasn't like that for me. It wasn't like, okay, all right, Rips, let's stop drinking today. No, it was like I stopped drinking, and then I looked back and I was like, whoa, I haven't drank in like a few weeks here, and I feel great. I noticed a difference. And then we went to like a dinner party or something, and people were drinking, and they're like, hey, you want to drink? I was like, not really. I'm good. And then like the party went on, and people got really wasted, and I could just see it, smell it, and I was like, man, that's gross. And I have no problem with people that are getting blasted. I was one of those people who I'd be getting blasted. Woo! I'd be getting blasted, but I don't know, lost its luster for me. I just didn't really care. And I'm so much healthier now from not drinking. And it was around the time I think I started intermittent fasting. So it was kind of one and the same. And with intermittent fasting, what I was doing, I was drinking just like straight whiskey or straight bourbon and vodka, stuff that had no carbs, right? And so it felt right. It felt good. It felt good. So I drink a lot of water, feel better, eat a lot of red meat. I know I'm going to get flack for that, but red meat's bad for you. No, I like the way I feel. I like the way I look. Feels great. I don't think I'll ever drink again. If I wanted to, I could, but I just don't want to. And that's it. That's really all there is to it. Not as fun when you get older. Yeah, I mean, I remember like hangovers started really just doing a number on me. I was the kind of guy who could get blasted, and then I'm in the gym at like 7 o'clock the next day, and I feel bad for the person next to me, just sweating out pure Jack Daniels, just nastiness. Like you could smell it. I could smell it. If I could smell it, imagine what it smelled like for other people, right? Just imagine. You don't feel like drinking when you have a losing day? God, no. That feels to me like lack of control. I like to go, I work out. That's what I like to do to burn off steam. I like to work out. And that makes me always return to center. Now, given on my biggest losing days, I'm so gutted that I literally, like, it feels like somebody stabbed me. And I can barely move. And I'm just so, feel like garbage. I soak steak in 100 proof and eat it raw. Well, that's a new one to me. That's a new one to me there, my friend. Look at those covers down there, by the way. Hey, how about that? Good thing we had our hotkeys. Good quality red meat is fine. The stuff they sell at Taco Bell is worse than dog food. Yeah, I'm a big fan of ribeyes. I look great for 60. I'm 67, so a little bit more than that. 67. Just going on 68 soon. When you're older, the first half, a bear is the best, and then all downhill. Yeah. Ain't no way 67. Yeah. I might be sarcastic. No, I'm not 67. Come on. Yeah, ribeyes are the move. Ribeyes are the move. I don't know if you knew this, but ribeyes are just the move. I'm telling you. A really good, juicy ribeye. I didn't even know it, but my wife tells me at least, maybe she's lying to me, but she says I can cook a mean steak. I can do it in cast iron. I can do it on the grill. I can do it on a non-stick pan. I can do it in the oven. I love a good ribeye. I feel like the ribeye is a cheat code because I feel like you just throw some butter on that thing, season it with a little bit of salt and pepper. Well, not a little. I salt those puppy doggers up. What about open fire? I don't think I've ever cooked a steak on an open fire. I can't tell if Rips is older than me. One day he was talking about programming in BASIC or something like that, and that was before my time. I think that I look significantly younger than I actually am. I think that, but that's my own opinion. Some people probably think that I look my age, so I don't know. Love a nice rib steak or slow roast cooked and then seared. Has anybody ever sous vide and then what's the thing called? You sous vide it and then you it's reverse searing. Reverse searing. Have you ever done that? Reverse searing. I have a thing called a Nova. And you put your steak like in a Ziploc bag, throw that in a pot of water. It cooks your steak to temperature. You don't even have to be home. Cooks your steak to temperature. And then you reverse sear that bad dogger. And you know what? When I cook steak, I'm not shy with the butter. Like I start with a whole stick of butter and then, well, where'd it go? Where'd the butter go, honey? Right there. It's in the pan. I'm not shy with the butter. I mean, butter makes everything taste good. Gross. I love it. Baste that puppy dogger. Just, I know, I'm getting hungry. I haven't eaten from, last time I ate was 14 hours ago. I'm a big kid at heart. Like I love food. I just have self-control. Everything tastes better with butter. Amen. This weekend, we're going out to a restaurant. That's the great thing about being in Vegas is that you have access to all these great restaurants. I think we're doing, it's Delilah this weekend or next weekend, and then Komodo and Poppy Steak somewhere in there. So that's what we're going to be checking out this weekend. Do you recommend eating 6 eggs a day? I don't, but, I have meal prep that has eggs in it. I think I had some eggs yesterday. What did I have for my meals? Shrimp tacos and like some egg fried rice, but like brown rice, healthy stuff. What kind of brand? Kerrygold. Yeah, see, there you go. Kerrygold butter. Somebody already said it. That's the kind of brand of butter that I use. Kerrygold. The Irish stuff. Steak and eggs for breakfast. I love it. I had, weekends are like my time to cheat. They're great times to, break your eating rules or whatever the case. Kerrygold's amazing, by the way. But yeah, Vegas is where it's at for food, because you have to remember that there are folks out there that literally, they're chefs, and their goal is to have a Vegas restaurant. That's their goal, right? You talk to any world-renowned chef, they probably either have a couple joints in Vegas or that's their goal. And so that's the good stuff right there. Anyone having lag with Top Step X? I'm super laggy. Anybody else out there having issues with Top Step X? Food scene in Miami is pretty nice. Yeah, it's just the traffic in Miami is just nightmare. Okay. We're seeing kind of mixed. Like people are having a good experience with Top Step X. Some people are not. It's a mixed bag. All right, folks. Well, if we get to 800 likes here, I'm going to close the poll, and then we're going to do some giveaways for free Top Step combines. I'm going to get a Blue Mountain, though. This is ASMR with ribs. Good stuff. Have you ever stumbled upon that corner of the internet, by the way? It is crazy. It is crazy. It's nuts. Wait for it. Hold on. Oh my God! The sound that comes out of these cans. Holy smokes. Woo! It's a Blue Mountain, baby. I feel bad for anybody who turned up the speakers. Good times. And don't forget to bring your straw. Gotta drink it through a straw. Good stuff. Thunderstruck. Ooh, did somebody say Wagyu? What's up, Coach? Coach Dakota in the building, folks. When are you coming back? We got to hit some Wagyu again. We had some Wagyu at Mizumi. It was amazing. It was from the Hokkaido prefecture. Good stuff. It's like eating meat-flavored butter. Just melts in your mouth. Just reminded me that I have some kombucha. See, I don't drink kombucha either because of the alcohol. You have to be careful, too. If you're out ordering, like, mocktails, they can always be like, oh, it's got a little something in it. You got to be careful. Dakota, I found your brother. Oh, I think I saw that in my Instagram DMs. There's a Latin version of Dakota out there somewhere. What's your opinion on Gordon's Beef Wellington? I have never had it. I know, crazy. But that's supposed to be his end-all, be-all dish. All right, we're at 800 likes. Let's end the poll and do a giveaway, folks. Very simple stuff. Dakota's brother, not his son. It looks just like Dakota, by the way. All right, so here's how we're going to do the giveaway, folks. You see right here where it says Twitter and Instagram at Selling Rips. At Selling Rips. Follow me there on Twitter and on Instagram. That's step number 1. Step number 2 is going to be really, really easy. We're going to have a keyword. Okay? We're going to have a keyword, and it's going to be very, very easy to put in. You're going to type in this keyword in the YouTube chat. Okay? You're going to type in this keyword on the YouTube chat. It's going to be a keyword that you're going to type in, okay? Very, very easy. You're going to click this link right here. And in the headline, it is word number 6. Word number 6 in that headline, the top of the page. And the headline starts with earn funding. It's word number 6. Word number 6 is the keyword to type in. Word number 6. See who can find it here. See who can find it. Oh, look at that. We got some folks that are figuring it out here. Really, really easily there. There you go. Type in that keyword right there. Very, very nice. There it is, folks. Type in the keyword trading. Type that in for a free top step comment. I'm going to draw somebody's name. Channel members get 10x the luck here. So if you have a green name in chat here, you're going to get 10x the luck. So let's get it popping here. Okay, George, you want to type that in the YouTube chat. Not in the Discord here. In the YouTube chat. And that'll do it for you. That's it. Just type it in. Once we get to just over 500, we'll do the drawing. And somebody out there lucky is going to win. You just type it in one single time. That's all we need is just one single time. Just one single time is all we need here. How do you get your green name on YouTube? There's a button on YouTube that says join. So if you're on the YouTube stream, there's a button that says join. What if Coach Dakota wins? That's going to be hilarious. I'm going to make, wait, are mods not eligible? Regulars, mods, regulars, mods. Okay, cool. Now you can win. You're eligible. And wouldn't that be funny if Coach Dakota wins? Good stuff. Rips mod is in the mix too. Oh man. Come on. I don't even know if Rips mod trades. Rips mod can't win. Just type it in one single time. You're the one who's supposed to stop spamming here. Come on. All right, once this number gets to 500, we're going to light this giveaway on fire. And now remember, we're going to give away multiple combines today. If we keep those likes going, the next giveaway is going to be at 1,000 likes. We're at 876 likes, so we're very, very close. It's like a 00 low. Rips Mod is probably a hell of a trader by now. I don't know if they trade. I do not know if they trade. I haven't asked them. This is like, not to put any pressure on current Rips Mod, but this is like Rips Mod number 3. We had to fire 2 of the prior Rips Mods. Because they were jerking around. No pressure at all, though. Your job is safe. Trust me. Oh, good stuff. All right, we're at 500. We're going to roll this right here now. Here we go, folks. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and rolling. James. Every James in chat, just type something. Let's see which James it is. James, you've won the giveaway. All you have to do is type in your username that's either on Twitter or on Instagram. I'm going to find you. Make sure you're following me. Look at this. Look at how fast that was. Do you see how fast that was, folks? That was insane. All right, let's see here. I'm checking Twitter first. Come on. Yeah, look at that. Jimmy follows me. You're a rock star. Easy peasy. There we go. All right, let me send you the message. Okay, there you go. That's a DM from me. That's really me. Any other DMs are probably not going to be from me. There you go. Congrats. Give it up for James. in the building here. All right, so I mean, we're already pretty close here. We are at 937 likes. If we get 63 more, we're going to fire in here. We are firing. We are firing. And we'll do another one. And then if we get somehow to 1,200 likes today, we'll do a third giveaway. But don't worry, folks in Discord. We're doing an exclusive Discord giveaway. I think we'll give away, I don't know, 2 or 3, somewhere in that realm there, somewhere in that realm. So keep in mind, today's open, which is coming at us in about 17 minutes here. Today's open is going to be a little bit shuffly, be a little bit wonky, a little bit, little shucking and jiving here on the open. Because, why? Well, we have the Bank of Canada rate decision 15 minutes after the open. And that's probably going to be moving the markets a little bit. But that's also alongside the PMI, the preliminary PMI for July. Preliminary PMI for July. I wonder if they did that on purpose. Preliminary PMI for July in the sky. Oh my. All right, so that's going to be out at 9:45, 15 minutes after the open. And I think those are going to be moving the market today. Out of anything. That's it. That's going to be what's moving the market. So let's be watching for it. Yeah, we're spitting bars out here, baby. It's not free every month until it's passed or just 1 month. It's, I believe, well, no, I don't know. That's a good question. I think it's, I don't know. I'm not sure. I think it's free until you pass. I'm pretty sure. Why is the first half of Combine is very easy and the second one is hard as heck? Well, that's simple. It's because it's in your dome. It's in your head. It's right here. You're putting pressure on yourself. You're trading under pressure versus just taking the trades, which again, easier said than done. But the more experience that you put forward, the easier it becomes. Simple as that. Just takes time. Any impact if TIF lowers by a quarter? Mr. Tiff Macklem, I don't know. I want to see what the analysts say prior to the print, and we'll talk about it. You need to pay your monthly subscription if you haven't passed. If you win? Really? I don't know. Ribs had over 10 combines passing always the first half, but the second half killed me all the time. Try rotating. Try just rotating combines. Do you know how the bank resets works on Top Step X? I always meant to ask. Yep. So it's not out yet, but I think it starts August 1st, which is right around the bend, by the way. That's 8 days away. So what happens is this. Let's say that you're trading a 50K account. Okay. That 50K account balance is down to 49,800. So you've been trading it up and down and up and down. Your reset date is coming. It's tomorrow, and your balance is at 49,800. Well, you come, you get rebuild, boom, but your account doesn't reset because it's not blown. So what happens? Well, currently, before August 1st, nothing. You pay your monthly cost, you pay your monthly rental, nothing happens. But in the future, guess what? You pay that monthly rebill, boom, free reset is banked into your account. So if you do blow your account at a later time, between then and a month later, you get a free reset that you can use at your leisure for that account. I think it's pretty cool. Because there's been a lot of times where people are like, oh, it's been so close to blowing it. Oh, I wish I would have blown it. And it's just a hassle, right? Oh, man, I should have blown my account. Oh, it's crazy. No, you don't have to worry about it anymore. You get that reset banked, baby. You know, if banking resets will be specific. It's for all combines, 50, 100K, and 150K. They're starting that August 1st is the rumor. Don't come at me if August 1st comes and there's no banked resets. Don't be like, yo, Ribs told me it was coming. I'm just a dude drinking Celsius here in the morning with you. Don't shoot the messenger here. Ribs said, don't keep resetting accounts. Let them renew and get a reset with it. Yes, correct. So you don't have to worry about, again, think about it. So if it's like really close to your rebuild date and your account is like down like, you know, like $1,000, but you need like 10,000 to blow it or whatever, 3,000 to blow it. You don't have to try to blow it anymore because your reset date is coming. You're like, oh, I want a fresh account. No, that comes and goes and boom, you bank that reset if you need it, which is great. What a great perk. Great perk. No coffee rips. I drink black coffee in the morning. I love black coffee. I'm a sucker for coffee, amongst other things, as you heard yesterday on Top Step TV. But coffee is one of those things that I'm a sucker for. Do you get a free reset in the bank for being positive on the account? Yeah, even if you're positive. Oh yeah, sorry. I got to make this more clear. So let's say that your account is at 158,000. You're 1,000 away from passing. Here comes your rebill date. Boom. You get rebuild. You pay your rebill. Free reset in the account. Pew. And you're like 1,000 away from passing. Isn't that cool? Holy geez, how much caffeine intake you got? I've been drinking caffeine for years, my friend. I have a high tolerance. As it goes with our bodies with anything. Smoke a lot of weed, you get a high tolerance for weed. You drink a lot of alcohol, it takes a lot to get you drunk. Do a lot of nose beers, you might be Pablo Escobar, but it'll probably take you a couple tutors to get high. Oh, goodness. Rebill comes with a reset. If the account is blown, it gets used right away. If not, it gets saved to the account. There you go. Said very easily there. I've blown my account 2 days after the rebill before. Love the banked reset idea. See? Isn't it something? Isn't it something? Need a lot of meth to get going these days. Carl. Is there a limit to the number of banked resets? No. You can bank as many as you want. But remember, it's only when you pay your rebill. So, you could potentially get 12 resets in a year, but I think you should be passing that account by a year's time there. Does so-and-so have that perk? Nope, not that I know of. I think Top Step is the place to be, but that's just my opinion. I love trading on Top Step. Booger Sugar's my edge in the trading game. Wow. That's got to be painful. Don't chew gum and do meth? Why? What? Not a meth user. I'm not familiar. I drink 6 to 8 cups a day and feel nothing. It just helps curb the appetite with fasting. Yeah, that's kind of my speed. I just love coffee. I really enjoy it. Oh, let's see here. We are at 994 likes. I'd love to do it before we get the party started here. Come on. 6 more likes and we'll do it. 6 more likes. 6 more likes. Let's go. Do you know how often they review countries allowed to trade with them? I do not. I don't know. If it was up to me, every single country on the planet would be allowed to trade. If it was up to me. Name the range indicator. Hourly high, hourly low. It's custom. Just like this. This is custom. Everything that you see basically is custom, including my hotkeys. All custom. All custom. Oh, whoa, wow. We did it. Look at this. 1,046 likes just like that. Let's keep the party bus rolling here. Let's keep it rolling, folks. Let's do another giveaway here. Let me bring up my old giveaway screen. And let's do a new keyword here. There we go. This is going to be the keyword, folks. Type in this keyword one single time. Channel members get 10x the luck. If your name is green, you get 10x the luck here. There we go. Wild Wednesday. One word, no spaces. Wild Wednesday. Let's get wild. And your liver's okay. Yeah, current Dula, I'm in the same boat. I just been drinking a lot of coffee there. Oh, man, Aragon. That looks delicious. That is a big boy. Bone in. Ooh wee. Oh my goodness, that looks amazing. Holy smoke. Oh, wow. Bravo. That's like picture perfect right there. And that's mid. Look at that. You are good. That's like mid rare, perfect. Just that's what we call a sack lunch. That is delicious. Did you ever go to cooking school or anything? Because that's like the perfect mid rare right there. That's like perfect. Did you sear that thing? What'd you do? That's like perfect. Come over to my house, man. Oh my God, look at that. That's woo-hoo-hoo. Is that a Wagyu right there? That looks like a Wagyu steak. Yeah. Getting hungry. Gotta stop looking at this stuff. I'm getting hungry over here. Oh, my stomach's growling at me. Oh, that looks so good. You can come on over anytime, Aragon. Hopefully when we do a Vegas meetup, come on down. That looks amazing. You know what you're doing, I'll tell you what. That's very impressive. I would destroy that steak right there. Destroy it. Wild Wednesday, folks, is the keyword. This would be the right way to draw this out. Yes, 100%. Discount and undiscount. Drawing a blank. What is it? Discount and premium. Can't even think this morning. Better know what you're doing with that steak or you're out of G. Wagyu's not a G. If you're buying Wagyu, I mean, what did that cost, Aragon? Not to put you on the spot. That Wagyu probably about $1.25, $1.50. Something like that. It looks like it's about 6 to 8 ounces. There you go, $1.25. When you make it at home, it's a whole different story. What was it, 8 to 10 ounces, somewhere in that range? 6 to 10. Nice cut there. 8 ounces. Hey, we're on fire today. High or low? You got to. This is why I'm so good at tennis there. Versus the reversal I was talking about off the bottom, there's actually back-to-back reversals which are going to lead to massive short covering. I'm glad you nailed it. I was just reading out of the corner of the eye when I'm long and I'm just seeing short. Like, I'm sorry. When I was short, I'm reading long. I'm like, oh dear, here we go. I didn't save you. Get out of here. I didn't save you. You're a good enough trader. You could do it all on your own. Believe me. You could pretend that I saved you, but come on. You're a very talented trader, my friend. Wild Wednesday is the keyword. There was no teamwork. It was you, buddy. That was all you. If you're nailing that, I had nothing to do with that, my friend. Keyword is Wild Wednesday. Let's get it popping in here. We'll get to 450. We'll run it. We got 10 more. First of all, Yellowstone affect the markets? No. I think that's blown. That's overblown. We are coming down, though. Markets going sell side. We have about 20 seconds till these machines turn back on a little bit here. All right, here we go, folks. In 5, 4, this is for a free top sub comment. You got to be following me on Instagram and Twitter right there. @SellingRips is the username to follow me on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and good luck, everybody. It is Kuher. Oh, Kuher, are you with us? Kuher, you've won a free tap step combine. It's your world, baby. Let's see it. Let me know what is your username on Twitter or on Instagram. Dude, you caught that one? Come on. I think you're the only one who got that one. Nobody else said anything about that. Sometimes I feel like a lot of the that sandpaper humor goes unnoticed, but thank you for acknowledging. Oh yeah, I know about Josh's. Kudos. There we go. All right, so let's see. We're on Twitter. Congratulations to Kuher. Let's see if you are on Twitter. Well, you don't follow me there. Let's see on Instagram. Kudos. Oops. Yo, there we go. Kuher follows me. I'm going to send you a message right now. Boom. There you go. Give it up for Kuher. Let's go. Let's go, Kuher. That's what I'm talking about. Alrighty, folks. We are about 4 minutes from the open here. I do appreciate everybody tuning in today. We are finishing up our day of $6,697 and no pennies. Oh, my. Shared our Top Step live account today, live here on stream for the folks out here that have been wanting to see more of that. So, hey, why not? You know, there we go. That's it. That's going to be our day today. I'll be back tomorrow on Thursday because we have jobless claims on Thursday. Be careful today, though. That Canadian rate decision could move the markets around, but I'm going to be more focused on the U.S. PMI. So let's be watching out for that, folks. If you do enjoy this stream, please make sure you leave a lucky like on your way out the door. And also, again, I always say this, you don't have to do it, but it does help me out tremendously if you do click this link right there. It helps out the stream a lot and shows your support here. So that's going to do everything for me today. Congratulations to our winners today. Very, very happy. We're going to do some more giveaways tomorrow to continue celebrating that we have hit 20,000 subs here on the Market Clubhouse YouTube channel. So, folks, join me then tomorrow live at 8 a.m. Eastern Time, 5 a.m. Pacific, 7 a.m. Central Time. Take care, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.